Hey Shri Krishna. Happy Friday. And today is where we see the transit moon is in Pura Phalguni Nakshatra. Yeah, and today is also where sun has entered into Cancer, Sankranti. This is the Shravana Masa Sankranti or called the Adi Masa Sankranti. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about Pura Phalguni Nakshatra, moon in Pura Phalguni. I had only done one video, right? So I had to finish the part 2 like all other videos I have given. But of course, Pura Phalguni part 1 I had given a lot of information as well. So this is going to be moon in Pura Phalguni Nakshatra. So if you're born with moon in Pura Phalguni Nakshatra, also called Pubba, also called Puram, right? This is your video. Now this is part 2. Please watch part 1 before you come to part 2. You may see some overlaps, I would say, and the reason is I have to connect the dots. Okay, so I have to bring some stories back to connect dots. Okay. Again, this is only moon in Pura Phalguni, right? If Lagna, Sun, I'm not bringing anything here, only moon. Okay. Pura Phalguni is the 11th nakshatra. Okay. Now it's a Venus nakshatra. This is a twin pair. Okay. The Venus nakshatra twin pairs completely, if you see Purvashada, Uttarashada, a pair. Right? And Pura Phalguni, Uttara Phalguni, a pair. But Bharani Kritika is not a pair. Okay? These two nakshatras are paired. Now all Venus nakshatras are completely in a Rashi. They are not broken. All the Venus nakshatras, they form like a center heart of the Rashi. Okay. So this is also in the center in Leo. So this nakshatra Pura Phalguni is a very, very nice nakshatra, very soft and sweet nakshatra, right? Because it's a Venus own nakshatra. All right. Now this also has got another name, Pubba or Pura, however you want to call it. I believe in part 1 I would have mentioned about Karma nakshatras also. Other Venus nakshatras are Karma nakshatras, which is Bharani and Purvashada. All Ketu nakshatras, Ashwini Magha Mula. All Mercury nakshatras, Ashalesha, Jyeshta, Revati. All Sun nakshatras, right? Kritika, Uttara Phalguni and Uttarashada. And all Rahu nakshatras, Adra, Swati, Satabhasha. These are all Karma nakshatras. Year 2010 would have been difficult. 2025 last year would have also been challenging for you, as Ketu was kind of, in the nakshatra, right? Plus there was also a little bit of that Ashtama Sani effect. Okay, Ashtama Sani effect was also there, slowly starting from Saturn, slowly. Now there is still that Ashtama Sani effect is there. Okay, all right. Next, so this is a Venus nakshatra. Now, Venus' favorite nakshatra, if you look at it, is Bharani. Okay. But Venus nakshatra, Venus is associated with Lakshmi. Now, this house is a very important house as a Rashi. Okay. Leo. And even the Bhava, right? The 5th. Both. Why? Because Kal Purush, even though starts from Aries, Leo is also seen as a Kal Purush. Also, right? Because of Sun. And if you go to the Navagraha temple, you have Sun in the center, right? So that's Leo in a way. To show that Sun is fixed, Leo is fixed. Okay? All right. What it means is the natural 5th house, Bhava-wise, the natural 5th house is Purva Punyasthana. Okay? The Purva Punyasthana, and you have a Venus nakshatra coming in a Purva Punyasthana, which is very important. Okay, Pura Punyasthana is fortune. All the punya you're going to get. And Venus is a giver in a way. Venus is Lakshmi. Okay. Next is the deity, the Vedic deity is Lord Bhaga. Bhaga, I explained already in the Daksha Yajna, he got eyes blind. Okay, he got eyes blind. So in order that whatever he had to face in the Daksha Yajna, with his eyes going away, he came up with, always to make sure he will bless people with fortune, money, good luck. Okay, sudden luck. Suddenly he will do that. Okay, sudden things will happen suddenly. For a long time, things will be stuck and suddenly it'll open up. Be it travel, be it marriage, even childbirth. Watch till the end. I'll give you some key remedies also. Sudden speculations, stock market. I would always say avoid gambling, horse racing, etc. Avoid. Even family inheritance. And Bhaga's thing is always, because he's blind, right? What he does is he won't give an equal share. He will never typically give an equal share because of his blindness. So it will always be 55-45. You will get 55, somebody else will get 45, or 60-40. You'll always get a little bit more. That is what Bhaga does. Okay. Now, same story, right? For the eye blindness, even Shukra is also blind. In a way, one eye in Vaman avatar. So people with moon in Pura Phalguni, right, have to take care of their eyes, or it can go into permanent damage of eye, right? It is like cataract or any of those things. Do not do LASIK. I believe I would have already said that in part 1. Yeah, but eye is something very important. There is a lot of good treatment in Ayurveda for eyes, which will be very good. Okay. Now in Sanskrit, specifically if you come to Rig Veda, okay, where Bhaga is said has that energy of both the humans and the gods. Humans as mortals and the gods. And with the gods, he's being compared to Savitar, Indra, and Agni, right? All of them attached with wealth and prosperity. Okay, wealth and prosperity. Now, if you see, right, people with moon in Pura Phalguni can be very successful in startups, right? Finding investors, right? Loans, okay, something like capital, debt financing, all of those things. They can be very creative to do it, even with stock markets and speculations. But always remember one thing, right? Bhaga actually likes a lot of charity stuff also. So whenever you are getting money and things like this, suddenly somewhere like help will come, right? When everything is fallen, something will come, right? Even if you are in a bad shape, right? From some nowhere, somebody will tell you, oh, I know your grandfather's brother, something. I know you are a roommate to my ex, whatever, something like that. They will tell you. It will come because that is the help of Bhaga. So always do charity on a Friday. Because of Shukra, you have to do some kind of charity on a Friday. Remember that. Okay. The more you do, the more help you will get, and it will take you to a higher level. Okay. Because Bhaga is always giving you higher share. And Shukra is the same. Lakshmi is also the same. But Bhaga is even high because of his blindness. And Shukra will actually give you everything if you surrender to him. Everything. He will give his own life to make sure you thrive. That is Shukra. Now, there's one more thing. Okay. This is not only for moon in Pura Phalguni, right? This is anybody, right? Whenever the transit moon is coming to Pura Phalguni, if you get an accident, hear this out. This is not only for people born in Pura Phalguni Nakshatra. Anybody, including people born with moon in Pura Phalguni. So basically all the 27 moon nakshatras, if you get some accident, some kind of injury, accident with moon in Pura Phalguni, in the transit, right? The cure is very difficult. What does this mean is take care of the health. The cure is very difficult. There will be something invisible, like Bhaga became permanently damaged with a eye. Nothing could be done for Bhaga. Same thing, Shukra, one eye gone. So this is very important. So what does this mean further, right? Two things. If you get an injury, on that, when moon is transiting to Pura Phalguni, right? Make sure to focus and get your treatment fixed in a way that injury is wiped out completely. And do whatever activities, exercises, whatever medication they tell you to do that. Okay, this is one. Second is whenever moon comes to Ashwini Nakshatra in transit, and that moon is with strength, take your start your new medication, new rounds. I already gave a muhurta for October 26th, Monday, right? Where moon is in Ashwini, sun is in Libra in Swati Nakshatra, full moon. That is the auspicious time. If you have something to do, work around that time. October 26th, Monday. Okay, morning time, where the ascendant will be Libra, or a little bit later, ascendant will be Capricorn. I've already mentioned that. Watch that video for diagnosis, cure, etc. medication. Okay, so remember about the moon in Ashwini here. Watch out. This is a very fun and a pleasure nakshatra. People, they like singing. They also like to sing in the bathroom and all. Okay, singing in the bathroom casually when they're taking the shower, right? They like, dancing, or like to watch movies with singing and dancing, materialistic. Even sports, they like to play very soft, like they won't play hard sports. Softball, shuttle badminton, golf, right? Because they have to go in the golf cart, no? They can't walk and go. In a cricket pitch, you have to walk and go. It's hard game. Here in a golf court, you will go in the cubby, and there will be a caddy and everybody with you. It's a Venus thing. It's all superior ones. It's not. It's like a rich man's game, golf. Okay. Creative work, art, music, media, photography, stocks, design, fashion. Okay. All of this. Another important thing is this nakshatra, Purva Phalguni, is coming in the natural fifth house, which is also associated with Kuladevata. Always remember your Kuladevata is number one. Bhaga. Kuladevata, Bhaga, Lakshmi, Shukra. All the chips fall down. These four people, right? They will come to you one after the other to rescue up. Pray to them daily. Don't pray to them when everything is down. Start praying even when everything is up and good. Okay? All right? Okay. Next. I think I already mentioned in part 1 about the body parts, right? Specifically, sex organs, lips, right hand, and then eyes to watch out for. Okay? Typically, the person with moon in Purva Phalguni can leave their birthplace, right, to go to a different city, state, country, whatever it is, for some time. Many cases, they would come back. Many cases, they would want to come back. Okay, very similar story in a way to Shukra also. He moved to the other camp and everything, but end of the day, he got moksha and kind of merged with this whole Rishi clan. Okay, all right. Next is, I think I already mentioned about the animal, is the female rat, which is a pair with Maga, right? Of course, you have horse, peacock, as well, cow and bull as well. The energy is the 2 times, is right, 2 times, and the middle of the room is the energy, Bhaga, Shiva, Lakshmi, Shukra, Atri, Anusaya. The mantra is Om Bhagaya Namaha. Om Bhagaya Namaha. Say 108 times daily. There are more mantras for money, guidance, prosperity, richness, everything. There are so many mantras for Bhaga from Rig Veda. Okay, if you want to go, you can dig those and get those mantras as well. But those are a little bit complex and complicated. They're in Sanskrit and they're in Rig Veda. But simplest mantra you want to say, Om Bhagaya Namaha. Right? Bhagaya, Bhagaya Namaha, 108 times daily. Okay. The next. Okay. People with moon in Purva Phalguni, okay, can typically have, right, issues with marriage or childbirth. Likely they will have either one or the two. When I say childbirth, even the first child born could also die, premature death. Okay, pray to Bhaga. Pray to Bhaga, and he has the power to override that. Okay, pray to Bhaga. All right, Lakshmi, Shukra. Okay, Bhaga, Lakshmi, and Shukra, and your Kuladevata. Okay, all right. Now, the important thing is, the Rig Veda also tells this, that Bhaga's responsibility always was there to make sure that people receive their share, whatever it is, and all a good part of it, right? And he closely works with his brother Aryaman, which is the next nakshatra, which is connected with Uttara Phalguni nakshatra and ancestors Aryaman. Okay, and he makes sure with Aryaman, right, that the person born with moon in Purva Phalguni get a good marriage, get a very good marriage with Aryaman. So somewhere what happens, Pitrus come in. So you have to do somewhere that Pitru, puja. Then you will get blessed. Okay, and whenever you do a puja, invoke your Kuladevata and Bhaga. Okay, all right. I know I have given in part 1 about a nakshatra temple of Purva Phalguni, and I'm not going to bring that again. But I will tell you, if you are having issues in marriage, meaning you're not getting married, or you're married and you're having problems in marriage, right? Or you're divorced and you want to get remarried again. Okay, there is a temple for moon in Purva Phalguni Nakshatra temple. Okay, the temple name is called Sri Kalyana Venkateshwara Swami Temple. Sri Kalyana Venkateshwara Swami Temple, which is in Andhra Pradesh, in a place called Srinivasa Mangapuram. So the temple itself is called Sri Kalyana Venkateshwara Swami Temple. Kalyana, marriage. It's in a place called Mangapuram in Andhra Pradesh. Srinivasa Mangapuram. Okay, go to the temple when in transit moon is with strength in Purva Phalguni Nakshatra. So you cannot go now until Ketu leaves Leo, November. So plan for December 2026 or January, February, March. Plan for one of those. Okay, and it has to be moon in Purva Phalguni, and it has to be 4 places away from the sun. Okay, plus or minus 4 places. Okay, any marriage issues, right, everything will be solved. Okay, everything will be solved. Exactly, you go to this temple on that particular day, right? 225 days, everything will be resolved. 225 days from the time you go to the temple. 225 days is the same time where Venus will complete one complete rotation on its own axis in a way. Think about Earth revolution, Earth rotation, Sun. Think about Sun. Sun takes 365 days. Venus takes 225 days. Okay, Venus takes 225 days. 225 days, you will have an answer. It may not be even a marriage, but something fixed or something will happen. But go when there is moon is in strength. Okay, your luck will change at 26 and 36. I think I would have already mentioned it in part 1. All right, and remember to chant Om Bhagaya Namaha 108 times daily. Om Bhagaya Namaha. Okay, again, I hope this video was helpful, right? And make sure to watch part 1 before you come to part 2. Take your notes. Yeah, if you like the video, press the like button. Please do share your comments, share it with your friends and family, and of course do follow the channel as well. Yeah, Jai Shri Krishna. Om Bhagaya Namaha, Om Shukraya Namaha, Om Lakshmiye Namaha.